saying he lacks consistency, but that is just discipline, a disrespect for your manager and your teammates, what he's done today.
OK, we'll get into United a lot more, of course, in the next 60, 70 minutes or so. Liverpool, we saw the smiling faces. Mo Salah's only the second ever person to score a hat-trick for Liverpool at Manchester United in their history. Does that get any better as a Liverpool player than that today?
No, because, of course, everyone will have... There's two sides to every story, but from Liverpool's point of view, what a sublime performance. They've come and, you know, they've arrived at Old Trafford on the crest of a wave anyway, playing particularly well at the moment. Mo Salah is just playing out of this world. Scoring a hat-trick at Old Trafford's hard enough when you're playing for Manchester United, when you're beating everyone 5 or 6-0. But to go as an away team and score a hat-trick, and, you know, against, OK, they've played poorly today, but they've still got some unbelievably talented players. It's an unbelievable performance from Mo Salah, from Liverpool. Any chinks that Manchester United had in their armour, Liverpool punished them, and punished them badly, severely. Probably could have scored more. You know, if they'd needed to, probably would have in the second half. It was a sublime performance.
I just wonder, Paul, where you start if you're only going to Solskjaer to try and dissect and learn and come back from that.
I don't know, Steve. It's going to be very difficult for him.
Can he come back from that?
Yeah, I think he can. There has been some bad results in his reign. You think, going back to last year, the 6-1, I think it was against Spurs. He came under a lot of pressure. I don't think there was any crowd at that game, so that probably helped a bit. But this is slightly different, Liverpool. It's going to be very difficult to come back from it. But I think there's a chance he might do. I really don't know. It's probably a bit too hasty to start talking about stuff like that when it's been such a sad day, but you do have to question tactics. Today, of all days, keep going back to it. Playing them two in midfield virtually on their own against a Liverpool team, at times in the middle of the pitch, they've not just got Keita, Henderson, Milner, who went off injured, Curtis Jones comes on. They've then got players dropping into midfield. You've got Salah. It's almost 2 against 5 players at time. It's impossible for any midfield. I mean, we can sit here and say that Fred and McTominay aren't good enough for Man United in centre midfield to win a league. But when you're left exposed as they are, it's impossible for anyone. This was always going to happen. Playing a game like that against a top-class team, this was always going to happen. And do you know what? I think players have to take a bit of criticism as well. We keep bigging them up, saying how special a group we think he's produced. A lot of these players have won nothing. Cristiano's come, he's won. Cavani, he's won. Varane, Pogba, they've won things. The rest of them, they've still got to prove that they can win trophies. It's all right saying we think they can. They play as if they think they can. But for 4 years now, they've not been good enough to win a trophy. So we can't just lay it all on Ole, although I do think...
But in terms of the players today, what you're saying is that he was the one who put that plan together, where they were on the pitch.
I think tactically today was bad. But I thought the other night was bad as well. They got away with it the night because you're not playing against a top-class team. You are playing against one of the best teams there's been, one of the best teams there's around, along with Manchester City in Europe, if not the world. And you are going to get exposed coming up against quality players and a quality manager.
And did we see the gulf currently between those two sets of players at the moment?
Yeah, I think we saw a gulf in... Listen, the standard of play, when you're on top of your game, you're confident, everything's going well, you look like you're a better team anyway. But player for player, there's not a huge difference. But...
So what is the difference then?
Well, tactics, the total disorganised way that Manchester United tried to play the game. There is no... I mean, we'll go on to look at the goals in a bit. There is so many things and so many ways you can stop the goals. It's like, I got taught it as about a 13, 14-year-old. When you're out of possession, you get left to play alone when you're younger. You know, you have a bit of fun, score a load of goals. But at some point in your career, someone grabs hold of you and say, right, 50% of the time you've not got the ball. You're not a passenger. You're a centre-forward. You think you do, you do... You angle players, you take players into areas that win the ball off them. You know, you're hunting packs. I'm the first one to go. I'm not going to win the ball. He might not win the ball. He might, but down the chain, someone's going to win the ball from where you put the pressure on. How you there's attacking players there just meander towards the ball. They can get past that way, anyway. How can you build a structure behind you if you've just got right from the minute one, right from the first person pressing, haven't got a clue how to play as an attacking player out of possession? It's something they should have learned as a 13, 14-year-old, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's got to sort that out straight away, right from the start.
Well, he's got to sort it out. You highlighted the Leicester game before the game. You spoke about the Atalanta game in the week, and you two are now speaking about the same subject again today.
Because we could see what was there. You could smell the danger of playing against a top-class team. Tactically, was bad today, really bad. But on the other side of that, players got to have some kind of common sense as well. You think about Mason, that first instance, going to close him down. That was almost cheating. Because he knew he couldn't get the ball, and he knew it looks like I'm going to close him down. But he knows he's just going to pass it to him here, and he can't do anything. So it's almost a cheating way of sprinting to him, let him pass it, and then just a little walk back, because he knows, oh, nothing, I've done my bit. But he hasn't done his bit. He's ruined the whole team. All the team get pulled out of position. Wan-Bissaka has to come out. Lindelof ends up at right back, and exactly what we said. Then all the space in the middle. All of a sudden, from Mason not doing his job properly, the team attacking him. I think it was Salah who played Keita in. He could have played Alexander-Arnold in. He could have played Robertson in. It was ridiculous the way it happened. Sometimes players have got to use the common